Welcome back to another exciting live trading session. Today I'm trading on the Exness BTCUSD chart, and we're keeping things super sharp with the 1-minute time frame. Yes, this is where the action happens fast, perfect for scalpers and those who love quick entries and exits. Now, if you've been following me for a while, you might remember that I previously recommended a powerful, beginner-friendly indicator that has shown some pretty solid and reliable results, especially when it comes to finding profitable setups. Well, I figured, why not break it down live and share this full strategy with you today? Not just the theory, but the real-time application as it happens on the chart. This way, whether you're a complete beginner or just looking to sharpen your entries, you'll get to see exactly how I use this indicator to make informed trade decisions. All right, let's talk about the star of today's strategy, the indicator I've been using to catch some really good trades. It's called the Williams Alligator. Yeah, the name's pretty cool, right? But what's even cooler is how effective it can be when used the right way. Now, before we dive into the actual trade setups, let me quickly walk you through the settings I'm using. Don't worry, you can always pause the video here and take your time to note them down or even apply them to your own chart. So here's how I've got it set up. The jaw is colored blue. This is the slowest line. The teeth are red, the medium pace line, and the lips are green, the fastest line of the three. Each of these plays a key role in identifying momentum, market direction, and possible entry-exit points. Once you understand how these lines move and interact with each other, it becomes much easier to spot high-probability trade setups. I'll explain exactly how I use these lines in just a moment. Now here comes the fun part, the actual strategy, and trust me, it's super simple and beginner-friendly. No complicated stuff, just clean and clear signals you can act on. So here's the rule. We only take trades when the price crosses the blue line, also known as the jaw of the Williams Alligator. Think of the blue line as a key decision maker. It shows us when the market might be shifting direction. When the price crosses it, that's our cue to pay attention. For example, in this current setup you're looking at on the chart, you'll notice that the price moved below the jaw line. And what does that mean? That's a clear sell signal. It tells us that the bears are taking control and we should start looking for short opportunities. So just remember, price crosses above the blue line, we prepare for a possible buy. Price crosses below the blue line, that's our potential sell setup. Simple, right? So once you've taken a sell trade because the price crossed below the blue line, the jaw, the next thing we focus on is the green line, which is the lips of the alligator. Now here's the trick. During a sell trade, the green lips line acts like a dynamic resistance. That means as the price moves down, it might come back up, touch that green line, and then pull back again. In this case, the green line becomes super useful for two reasons. One, exit signal. If the price crosses above the green line, that could be a sign the downtrend is losing strength. So we close the trade and secure our profits. Two, second entry opportunity. But if the price touches the green line and gets rejected without crossing it, that's actually a strong confirmation that the downtrend is still in play. In that case, it's a perfect chance to re-enter the trade or add to your position because the bears are clearly still in control. This way, you're not only taking high probability entries, you're also managing exits smartly and even capitalizing on the trend continuation. It's a simple system, but when used with patience and proper risk management, it really does work like magic. Now look right here on the chart. This is a great example of how this strategy works in a buy setup. First off, you'll notice that the price crosses above the blue line. When the price moves above the jaw, it usually means the bulls are stepping in and momentum is shifting upward. So that's where we confidently enter a long trade. A little later, you'll see that the price dips back down and crosses below the green line, which, if you remember, is the lips of the alligator. And in this strategy, that green line acts like a dynamic support during an uptrend. So when price breaks below the green line, that's a signal to exit the trade. It tells us that bullish strength might be weakening, and it's probably a good idea to secure those profits before the trend possibly reverses. It's a nice clean system. Buy when price crosses above the blue line. Exit when price drops below the green line. All right, now comes the most exciting part. Let's take a live trade together and apply everything we've just learned. Take a look at the chart right now. Can you see what's happening? The price is clearly trading above the blue line, which, as you know by now, is our beloved jawline, the first sign of a potential buy signal. But wait, here's the part I haven't revealed until now. This is a little secret that makes this strategy even more accurate and reliable. So here it is. The secret confirmation: when the price crosses above the blue jaw line, at the same time, the green line lips should cross above the red line teeth. This crossover adds an extra layer of confirmation that the trend is not only starting, but has momentum behind it. And when both of these happen together, price above blue line, green line crossing above red line. That's what I call a high probability, almost guaranteed profitable buy setup. It's like the alligator is waking up, opening its mouth, and getting ready to feed on a bullish trend. So based on these signals lining up perfectly, I'm entering a buy trade right now. All right, now here's something really important that will help you stay calm and confident after entering a trade. So here's the golden rule. As long as the green line lips is above the red line teeth and the red line is above the blue line jaw, we can confidently stay in the buy trade. When the lines are stacked like that, green on top, then red, then blue at the bottom, that's a strong indication that the market is in a healthy uptrend. The alligator's mouth is open and moving in the direction of the trend, which means the momentum is still in our favor. It's like a green signal telling us, don't panic, don't exit too early, just ride the trend. Right now, I'm expecting the market to move up to this level you see here on the chart. Based on the current momentum and how the indicators are behaving, this looks like a realistic and achievable target zone for profit. So I'm going ahead and setting my take profit at this level. Trading isn't about being rigid, it's about staying flexible and adapting to what the chart is telling you. So what I like to do is watch a few more candles. If the market shows signs of slowing down or struggling to push higher, I'm totally fine with adjusting my target. In that case, I'll lower my take profit to this new safer level just below, where the price is more likely to reach without too much resistance. All right, so let's take a quick look at what the market is telling us right now, because this is a crucial moment in managing our trade. The price has come up near this level we were aiming for, but now it's starting to show signs of slowing down. You can see that the candles are getting smaller, the momentum seems to be fading a bit, and the push higher is starting to struggle. This is where experience and flexibility really come into play. Instead of hoping the market will just magically break through, I'm going to do the smart thing here. I'm adjusting my target profit. I've decided to lower the target to a safer level, just below this resistance area, where price is more likely to reach without too much effort or risk of reversal. Okay, let's come back to something super important that I mentioned earlier. This is one of the keys to managing your trades smartly. Remember how I told you that the green line lips acts like a support line during an uptrend? That still holds true here. So technically, you could choose to exit the trade when the price crosses below the green line, especially if you're aiming for quick scalps or just want to lock in profits fast. But here's why I chose to confidently stay in the trade. Take a close look at the indicator setup right now. There's no crossover happening between the lines. The green line is still on top, followed by the red and then the blue line at the bottom. This clean and orderly structure tells us something very important. The trend is still strong and healthy. It's like the alligator is wide awake and moving steadily in one direction. When the lines are stacked like this, green, red, blue, that's your cue that the momentum is still bullish. So instead of exiting early and missing out on the move, I'm staying patient and letting the trend do its thing. All right, here comes the exciting part. Take a look at this. The market has just crossed our adjusted target profit level. And yes, you guessed it, we've officially booked a profit of $751. That $751 isn't just a number. It's a reward for staying disciplined, following the indicators, and trusting the process. Let's take a moment to enjoy this win and then get ready for the next setup. On to the next one. According to the rules we've been following, I'm patiently waiting for a couple of key confirmations before jumping into a sell trade. The first thing I want to see is that the price crosses below the blue line, which is the jaw of the alligator indicator. This tells me the market is starting to shift downward, and it's our early warning that a potential downtrend could be kicking in. At the same time, I need to see one more powerful confirmation. The green line lift should cross below the red line, teeth. That crossover is like the alligator starting to bite in the opposite direction, showing that the short-term momentum has now aligned with the longer trend. When both of these things happen together, it gives us a much stronger and more reliable sell signal. And guess what? That's exactly what just happened here. The price dropped below the blue line and the green line sliced down below the red line. That's my clear cue to act. So without any hesitation, I entered the sell trade right at this moment. This is what I love about this strategy. It's clean, logical, and based on clear visual signals. No guesswork, just solid confirmation before jumping in. All right, now that we've entered the sell trade with full confirmation from our strategy, the next step is simple but super important. I'm going to set the target profit. And here's how I do it. I always look for a nearby support level, a zone where the price is likely to pause or bounce. Based on what I'm seeing on the chart right now, this level right here looks perfect. So I'm locking in the target at that support zone. This way we're not being greedy, but still allowing the trade enough room to give us solid profits. And just look at that. The price is moving exactly as expected. It's slowly gliding down, respecting our analysis, and boom, it's hit our target perfectly. We've just booked a clean $500 profit on this trade. And guess what? That brings today's total profit to over $1,250 from just 2 trades. So if you found this strategy helpful, or if you just enjoyed watching the trades unfold in real time, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with someone who's learning to trade. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next session with more strategies, more setups, and hopefully more profits. Until then, happy trading.